There is a hidden tax you are paying every single weekend. It does not show up on your paycheck. The government did not create it, but it is draining your bank account faster than rent, faster than groceries, faster than your car payment. And the worst part? The people collecting this tax are your friends. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how much this nice guy tax is costing you every single year, and more importantly, how to stop paying it without losing a single friendship. Let me tell you a story. There is a guy. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus is 28 years old. He makes a decent salary. Not rich, but not broke either. Around $55,000 a year. After taxes, rent, car insurance, phone bill, and groceries, Marcus has about $600 left over every month. That is his breathing room, his safety net, his future. Now here's where it gets interesting. Marcus has a group of 5 close friends. Good people, fun people, people he has known since college. Every Friday night they go out. Sometimes it is dinner, sometimes it is drinks, sometimes it is both. The average tab, about $45 per person. That does not sound like much, right? It is just dinner with the boys. But let's do the math. $45 every Friday. That is $180 a month, just on Friday nights. But wait, there are also the birthday dinners, the spontaneous weekend brunches, the let's try this new place texts that pop up on a random Wednesday. When you add it all up, Marcus is spending roughly $350 a month on social outings. That is more than half of his $600 breathing room gone. Not on rent, not on bills, on saying yes. And most people do not even realize this is happening. Here's the thing nobody talks about. There is a massive difference between spending money on your friends and spending money because of your friends. One is a choice. The other is a trap. And the trap has a name. Economists and psychologists call it social spending pressure, but I call it something simpler, the nice guy tax. So what exactly is this tax? The nice guy tax is the extra money you spend not because you want to, but because you are afraid of what happens if you do not. You are afraid of being the cheap one. You are afraid of missing out. You are afraid that if you say no 3 times in a row, the invitations will stop coming. So you say yes every single time, even when your bank account is screaming at you to stop. But here is what makes this even worse. Your friends are not doing this to you on purpose. This is not some evil scheme. They are just living their lives at their budget. The problem is, their budget is not your budget. Your friend who suggests the expensive steakhouse, he might have 0 student loans. Your friend who always wants bottle service, she might still live with her parents and pay 0 rent. Everyone is playing a different financial game. But when you all sit at the same table, you are forced to play at the highest level. And this is where the math gets brutal. Remember those $350 Marcus spends every month? Let's zoom out. That is $4,200 a year. Now let's say Marcus did this for 10 years, from age 25 to 35. That is $42,000. But wait, if Marcus had invested that money instead, even in a basic index fund averaging 8% returns, that $42,000 would have grown to over $65,000. Marcus did not just lose $42,000, he lost $65,000. That is a down payment on a house. That is 2 years of his kids' college fund. That is financial freedom traded for appetizers and overpriced cocktails. Most people never do this math. And that is exactly why this tax works. Now, I know what you are thinking. So I am just supposed to become a hermit? Never go out? Never see my friends? No, absolutely not. That is the wrong lesson. Isolation is not the answer. But awareness is. Let me show you why. There are actually 3 different versions of this tax, and you are probably paying all of them without realizing it. The first version is the frequency tax. This is the simplest one. You just go out too often, every invitation gets a yes, every you coming tonight gets a thumbs up. The fix here is obvious but painful. You do not have to go every time. Going out 3 times a month instead of 5 saves you over $1,000 a year. Your real friends will not care. And if someone stops inviting you because you said no twice, that tells you everything you need to know about that friendship. The second version is the upgrade tax. This one is sneaky. This is when the group decides to upgrade the experience, and you just go along with it. Regular seats become VIP. The casual pizza place becomes the fancy Italian restaurant. The backyard hangout becomes the weekend trip to a resort. The second R is restructure. Once you see the number, restructure your social life around your budget, not theirs. This does not mean being cheap. This means being strategic. Suggest the hangout spots. Be the one who picks the restaurant. Host at your place instead of going out. The person who plans the activity controls the budget. That person should be you. The third R is reframe. This is the hardest one, but it is the most important. You have to reframe what being a good friend actually means. Being a good friend does not mean saying yes to every outing. Being a good friend means being honest. It means being present when you are there. It means building a life that is financially stable enough that you can actually help your friends when they really need it, not just when they want a drinking buddy on a Tuesday night. Now, here is a truth that might sting a little. If you look at your financial situation right now and you are not where you want to be, if your savings account is thin, if your credit card balance keeps creeping up, if you feel like you are running on a treadmill and getting nowhere, there is a very good chance that a significant chunk of that problem is sitting across from you at brunch right now. Not because your friends are bad people, but because you have been paying a tax you never agreed to. The richest people in the world understand something that most of us do not. Your environment shapes your finances more than your income does. You can make $100,000 a year and still be broke if your social circle spends like they make $200,000. Your income is not the ceiling. Your social circle's spending habits are. And let me be clear about something. This is not about cutting people off. This is not about ranking your friends by their net worth. This is about being honest with yourself about the financial gravity that your social life creates. Every group of friends has a spending culture. The question is, does that culture match your financial goals? If it does, great. If it does not, you have to be the one to change the equation, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Here is the bottom line. The nice guy tax is real. It is silent, and it is costing the average person thousands of dollars every single year. The friends are not the problem. The lack of boundaries is the problem. You can be generous, you can be social, you can be the life of the party, but you have to do it on your terms, with your budget, at your pace. Starting today, I want you to do one simple thing. Look at your bank statement from last month. Add up every single social expense. Dinners, drinks, trips, gifts, splitting bills. Write that number down. Then, ask yourself one question. Am I okay with spending this much every month for the next 10 years? If the answer is no, you just found your biggest financial leak, and now you know exactly how to fix it. Stop paying the nice guy tax. Your future self will thank you. If this video changed the way you think about money, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I break down the financial traps that nobody talks about every single week. And if you want to go deeper, watch this video right here, where I break down another invisible trap that is keeping you stuck. I will see you in the next one.